What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing tonight? So, I thought I'd stop in really quick because tonight's word is advocate. Yes. Um, as you can see, this is part three to a series that I said that I might tap into and do for my people, my peeps, my brothers and sisters, right? Tonight's word is advocate. You see, my brothers and sisters, I am realizing that um, there's a problem in our community amongst melanated brothers and sisters, mainly black folk. But before I get into that, I am streaming differently tonight, and I want to do some housekeeping really quick. So I'm going to try to check the system and see how it's appearing, and also to see if we have audio. If we don't have audio, I will start the stream over again. So y'all give me a quick second. Oh my goodness, if I was in a professional studio, we might be cooking with grease, but we try. We try. At least we use fresh oil. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Check the system and see how. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. And we definitely are cooking with grease. So let's get into it. The word today, brothers and sisters, is advocate. And I want to say there is a difference between being an advocate that derives from advocate, being an advocate for women, black women, is something totally different than being controlling. Okay, it's different. And I'm gonna need you to, just sit down, take a load off. Um, I noticed that, and I'm happy. We have some women in the clouds viewing, hmm and you might not understand the difference, sweetheart. So I just want to come to you because I just want you to understand I'm standing in the gap. Okay? I'm standing in the gap, ladies, for black women. That's right. A lot of people have stood in the gap for you black men and women. We know we are Israel, but just to make it plain and keep the conversation flowing for black people. There has been a lot of us that stand in the gap. So I want you to understand there's a difference between being controlling and being an advocate. Okay? A controlling nature of a person would be a woman to notice another woman's platform or channel and try to be slick. Sneak this, if you will. Uh-huh. And proclaim that they're, trying to give information and yada, yada, yada. Controlling. If I was trying to be controlling of each and every black woman, okay, guys, just yeah, have a seat for a minute. I would have visited a sister's platform thinking that we are sisters and notice that you say some things on your channel that might make it a little Jezebelish, might seem to come across that you have a Jezebel spirit that you are trying to mask as kindness, as wisdom. And you might want to know, how would I figure that you have a Jezebel spirit, sister? Well, you see, anytime you try to sexualize your platform and you're not even on camera and describe what you got on, that's like having a late night conversation with your dude, with your main squeeze. Nobody asked what you got on, but you sit and you say, "Oh my goodness, I'm just getting up, and I just want to talk to you all." And I just got out the shower. You setting up a visual, okay? Don't be mad. Just take this understanding. I want you to understand the difference between control and being an advocate. Okay? I just got out the shower, and I would come on camera, but I have on, some shorts, and the things I have on are just not. It's not appropriate for me to come on camera, sister. If you feel that with your sneak dissing that I have or would try to control somebody, this is an example. Don't do that. Stop being a Jezebel spirit, because that's what's given off when you try to seduce your male, mostly male audience with a physical description of what you're wearing. And instantly in your chat, people say, "Oh, you got some Daisy Dukes on." Oh, you wanted to put sex and a sexual visual of you before you even went into your conversation. Don't do that. That is being controlling, me trying to control your platform. Honey, do what you want to do. If you need to sexualize your platform and get these fellas pulled in, that's on you. Okay? Now, to be an advocate over here, oh, and another thing, and maybe two more things before I continue. Um, yeah, I don't know what it is or why you women, Black women, must and continue to be pick-me's and try to side with stuff you shouldn't be siding with. It's two things to be an advocate, pro, to stand in the gap. But a pick-me plays devil advocate. And I got the definition, so you will understand this tonight. Ladies, Black ladies, who just have a platform that really has no direction. You're trying to find your way. But being a pick me and trying to put down another Black woman is not the way. Especially when this Black woman has not done anything to you to harm you. A pick me. You watching the clouds and you run back to your platform to say, "My gosh, I'm glad I'm learning stuff at an early age, because I would hate to, get up into my 50s and 60s and, just now start to learn stuff. And, I don't want to be that person, pick me." You're trying to get the folks that are mutuals of ours to think that you are rocking with the same mind frame and mindset as them. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Look at me, imagine me visually, sexually, and pick me, because I have the same ideals as you. Even though they harm me in the end, but pick me anyway so I can be part of the team. You see? And you know, just jabs after jabs after jabs when no jabs are needed, Black women, for each other, when you have a actual Black woman standing in the gap. Okay? I, I wouldn't, I just, I wouldn't want to be 50. I would want to be the cat lady. You know, I don't like cats. And I really don't like dogs. Uh-uh. I prefer fish. Maybe that's it. Maybe, psychologically, when psychopaths are evaluated, a lot of them don't like animals. That's right. A lot of psychopathic people do not like animals. While you sitting there watching my videos and taking information and trying to jab and position yourself, Black woman, to feel superior over another Black woman instead of standing in the gap. Now, if I was to tell you, stop doing all of that, sister, there's no need for all that. Why? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that ever again. It looks bad. It's a bad look. That would be somewhat of a controlling spirit. So let me get into advocacy, sister and brothers. Because I know a lot of brothers, they get upset. I might get, goodness, this one might not do as well, this video, as well as the one from the yesterday. Goodness, I had men that just, Black men that couldn't understand the message and the meaning behind the message that I have been giving with this series, I'm calling it, Leave Black Women Alone. 1,400 views. Chat buzzing. And the main point of yesterday's live is move on. There's no need for you to harass the Black woman anymore. Say that you don't want her anymore. If you want to be married and go forth and pick whomever you choose to love, do so, of other nations. But just leave Black women's name out your mouth. There were so many, a variety of men in the chat that could not understand that. It actually spent that very phrase, that very statement to say I'm hating when I'm actually suggesting to you all, just go ahead, do you. But the more you keep trying to point the finger at something you don't like and destroy it, it's hurtful to the Black community. And I had Black men, or maybe not, who knows when they hide behind their avatars, whom they are, what race, what nation they are. But to assume they are Black, because this conversation was directed towards Black males. To continue to want to turn the narrative into something negative, when it's just positive, if you just go ahead and move on with the life you say you want to have with another nation of women, there is no need to drag Black women into your conversation anymore. Okay? There's no need. If there are no Black women standing in the gap, sister, I just spoke on you earlier. Not direct, because just like you didn't speak directly to me, but I was shocked when I heard what you said. But I'm just going to give you for instance, of to be in control and trying to control somebody, or being an advocate, standing in the gap, praying, making motion happen. Because without Black women standing in the gap, sister and brothers, y'all would not be as far along as you are now in the society. Sisters and brothers who are advocates for your very own human rights, dignity, not controlling, not telling, but suggesting, hey, we're here, we're human. We can walk through the front door. We don't have to go through the back door of the restaurant. We don't have to sit in the back of the bus. Because you see, those was advocates. They said it. They had no control. Their control was getting kicked off the bus because they had none. Zip, zip, zada, zero. Their words, their protests, advocacy. Do you understand? That's different than being controlling and trying to control someone's very essence of their being. I need you to, first of all, I need you to understand that, hey, Martin, I wish I was on the other, let me see something. Martin, have you changed your name? What's good? Hold on, I'm trying to see. Martin, sometimes you have security of God on your name. Is that the same name? Because I ain't gonna make you a mod so I can verify if you the same Martin show that's come through. I need to know. Okay. But I just want to point this out for especially young Black women who are going to college and we're claiming to get education, and we need to understand the difference between control, trying to control someone, and being an advocate. You see, we need to understand that's fundamental. Okay, that is fundamental. Okay, Mark. Very fundamental. Um, my. It's so interesting that we don't understand that. And you've had so many people over time, over centuries, standing in the gap, being your advocates, Black men and women, sisters and brothers. Okay? Standing in the doggone gap. You got 2 accounts. Well, I don't know which one to make you a mod on. You got to let me know. So me being controlling, just to reel this in, because I said I wasn't gonna be on here too long tonight. Just gonna reel this in for your sister. If I was being controlling, I would be telling you, you don't have to put your body first. You don't have to over-sexualize yourself. You don't have to describe what you're wearing. I got my t-shirt and my panties on. That's what it gives. I got my t-shirt and my panties on. Before you give your message. And then try to go in. I'm shocked. I am taken aback. I surely am. Because you don't know the difference between controlling and being an advocate for Black women. It's what I've been doing on my platform this whole time. Advocacy. So let's get into a little definition. Let me help my sister out. And anybody else, you brothers too, that come in and don't understand what I'm doing over here on my platform, because you don't understand that although you might have been taught sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. That was a lie. You understand? That little rhyme y'all learned, some of y'all in school, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words hurt. Words stay. Words fester. Okay? And the words that have been just spewed out over and over on these internet streets about Black women are hurtful to our community. And for you to sit back and think that it'll blow over or you have nothing to say and you are a Black woman, shameful. For you actually not to know the difference between being an advocate, which you should know those that words, especially in the field you work in. Especially in the field you work in. You should know that word. It's not about coming on picking fight. It's about standing for your rights. Your rights to protect your very people who are, and the children that are coming after you. I know you think you're going to be young forever. I know you are adapting the message, the negative message of men, my sister. But you have to mention a woman's age. I just, I don't want to be 50 and 60 and, not learn. You are adapting those very negative words and sentiments that the men are putting out there. Do you not see that? I know you don't. Because you're blinded. Because you'd rather sit and look pretty and have really nothing to say. Let's learn about advocacy today, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. Let me pull up a lesson. What does advocacy mean to you? You may ask yourself that. And then while you're in there asking yourself, what does advocacy mean to you? Ask yourself, what does controlling a person mean? I'm not here to control people that I may not really know on these internet streets. I may socialize with. I am not here to control their very thoughts, their very platforms. Because a lot of people I watch, I do not agree with everything they put out there. No, not at all. To control, I would be, you shouldn't do that such and such platform. That's not okay. You shouldn't, that's controlling, trying to change someone. No, this is a social advocacy of the words that I put out across these internet streets. Stop the violence. Stop the hate. What does advocacy mean to you?
Advocacy to me means standing up for things even though it may not seem right to other people. There's so many ways that girls can advocate for themselves, speak up for themselves, but they're being shut down and saying that because you're a female, because of your age, because of your race, and especially because of your gender, you can't do that, and that's not right. And it's important that girls around here actually understand that it's okay to feel sad, to feel upset, but you have to show it. It's not okay to bottle them up, and that's what advocacy means to me. Standing up for yourself, even though it may seem wrong, it may seem right to you, and that's what's important.
She said standing up for yourself, right? Some people can't stand up for themselves. Some people can't even see that they need to stand up, not only for themselves, but for their nation of people, right? Some people are just selfish. They think it's just about their looks, about uh, uh, how big their breasts are, how big their booties are, right? They're not concerned about the next woman that's going to come because they think they're going to be young forever, I guess. That's why they have the nerve, a mitigated gall to speak on another woman's age, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I guess you wouldn't be an advocate for the future generations because you've already drank the Kool-Aid, sister. That's right. Hold on, Martin. I got you. Let me see. Let me see if I can get into this other system and see what's up. You've already drank the Kool-Aid, so you wouldn't care about uh, advocating for the women coming under you, the young girls, black girls, and understanding. These words do hurt. They stick, and they not only hurt our black girls, they hurt our men. And if you just gonna make a choice, you don't need to keep hurting the women that you say you don't want to be with and putting that negative information out on the internet that will never go away, never be deleted. Advocacy is something different. Now, sister, you might be playing the devil's advocate, acting like you care, acting like let people be, let people grow, let people. If that was the case, sister, you still be sitting at the back of the bus. You understand? Let people be. Let them white folks be. Let them. Girl, just go. Put on your maid uniform and go on clean that house. That's the only job you're gonna get. So let them folks be. Advocacy is something totally different than trying to control one's friend's nature, husband, brother, sister. My goodness, I need y'all to understand that so we can move forward in this conversation and having this communication with one another. We're trying to stop the hate, the mental mind degradation of our nation when it comes to the black women. Okay? So, I'm going to let you listen to a devil. What does it mean to be the devil's advocate? You ain't really saying nothing, but you trying to stir up the pot. Here we go. I deliberately tell my students not to be devil's advocates in discussions because it normalizes disingenuous arguments and leads into gaslighting. For the people in the back, there is no point in arguing from a perspective of evil. Nothing good comes from that. Plus, who in the hell taught y'all that being a contrarian is something like being intellectual? Because 9 times out of 10, when you're being devil's advocate, you just literally pushing an indefensible position and you know it's evil, so you're trying to preface it with the evil. Nah, man, move around. On top of that, if we have the discussion and you are cornered and knowing you're wrong, you trying to preface it as being just opinion or just a matter of perspective is not going to get you out of the way of what you said being wrong. Now, they say the devil's in the details, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the definition of being the devil's advocate. It says someone who pretends in an argument or discussion to be against an idea that everybody else support, but you're doing it in order to discuss or consider more details. You can just consider those details without advocating for the devil. Why must we normalize disingenuous ways of having dialogue and conversation? Education is elevated. You're being disingenuous, my sister. And you might say, how? Trying to be a pick-me. When you know it is absolutely, positively wrong for the negative hate being spewed out there on these internet streets by black men. And for you to be disingenuous and chop it up as me trying to control a person or people or no, you're disingenuous is what you are. Rather me trying to sexualize my platform and draw in viewership that way, I'd rather stand in the gap. Okay? I'd rather stand in the gap, and I'd rather say to my black brothers, you may have heard sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I'm here to tell you words do hurt, and that we must speak life unto our people, unto the very persons that bring forth your nation, that brought forth you. Life. Just like, for example, the Maid movie, since I brought up being a maid. When that little white child got life spoken over her. You remember that? She got life spoken over her. When the black maid bent down and looked at her. What'd she say? Say, you are kind. You are pretty. You are courageous. Words of life. And if you can't understand that, my sister, that the brothers who want to leave us alone do not have to curse us as they walk out the door. Just simply walk. And that's all I've said. Martin, I'm going to add you as a mod. But if you cut up in here, I'm going to be doing some housekeeping pretty soon in this mod section, okay? Don't cut up. Let me see. There you go. Say something so I can see if you got your wrench. Y'all give it up for Martin. As soon as I see, put a comment in the chat, Martin. Let me see if you got your wrench, my brother. Okay? But I want you to understand, I am speaking life over our people, men and women. And although the men have been brainwashed to a point to where I had so many not understand the very point I'm trying to get you to understand, because you have drunk the Kool-Aid, right? You have drunk the Kool-Aid. And you do not understand the difference between being a controlling person and being an advocate. It's very interesting. You see, we have advocates for children. Children that can't speak for themselves but need somebody to stand in the gap, right? Children that may not even understand that they are being manipulated in some kind of way, but they have people standing in the gap. We have advocates for health. You know, sometimes I don't know, maybe once in a while you've heard, if you have to go to a doctor's appointment and it's something serious, you're doing follow-up, take somebody with you, a medical advocate, a family, to speak on your behalf when you in a firestorm of decisions. And sometimes you're not thinking straight. And so I'm here to tell you, I don't think you're thinking straight when you try to chop up what I'm doing over here on this platform as trying to control. No, I'm suggesting, I'm standing in the gap, just like a lot of your ancestors did, to give you the opportunity to do what you're doing today. They stood in the gap. What I suggest to you is stop sneak dissing. Yeah. Stop trying to call out your elders' age when age is wisdom, baby. Hopefully, for you. You are blessed as such to have wisdom. Calling out the fact of someone being actually spiritually in tuned with the creation and the creator, that animals just appear around her, myself, cats. Don't try to be negative and say you don't want to be the cat woman. Now, who is being controlling? You, my sister, I need you to sit back. Think about what you say. Stop trying to be a pick-me. Stop trying to get on the team. Because I guarantee whomever you think your message was touching and whoever you thought was coming across your platform, I guarantee I still could chop it up and have business meetings with them today. And I ain't had to talk about what I have on to get my viewership up. I got my t-shirt and my panties on. Oh my goodness. I just got out the shower and I'm just gonna do a little housekeeping, a little something, and I got my t-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. Are y'all ready for this conversation tonight? Or this morning? I just want to, I don't want to be a controlling person. No, sister. It gives Jezebel. That's what it gives. Is that me telling you like it is? Yeah. Is it controlling your platform? No. I ain't tell you to stop doing what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do. But be mindful. My goodness. We can't act like we really going and getting some education and not really displaying that you've gone to a higher form, a higher in institute, and you don't know the difference between advocacy, controlling, and being a dog, downright pick me with a little bit of Jezebel sprinkles on top. I am here to do this series, Leave Black People Alone. And that would include Jezebel spirits. If you can't shake that, if you can't fast that away, if you can't pray that spirit away, and come on, get your mind right and stand in the gap for the future black girls that's coming after you. Because there has been some poison that's been disseminated across these internet streets regarding your people, my peeps and your peeps, and especially regarding your gender, the black woman. We should have the right, my sister and brothers, to say, just go. Leave us alone. If you don't want to deal with a black woman, just go in peace. Because that's the message that was yesterday. Go in peace. Find your happiness wherever it may lie. I didn't expect to, you know, surf the internet like I do. I watch videos just like you do from the clouds. And you watch mine at this. What's today? Because I wanna make sure. What is it? The 3rd of June. It's the 3rd of June. I've been rocking, watching from the clouds because I'm a busy woman. Can't just jump in the chat every time I see one of a person I might rock with on these internet streets, but I actually don't know them personally. Um, I might watch the content from the club, but I don't go on back to my platform and just intentionally sneak this jab for no reason. I don't watch content and even though I might absolutely and utterly disagree with what they're saying, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not the one that's going to change their platform because that is their platform that they built their platform on. Only time I will say something, only time you will hear me say something when it comes to the degradation of black women. That's the only time. Having a controlling nature is going to every platform and trying to tell them what to do and how to run their platform. That's controlling. Having a controlling nature. Not letting one express their artistic nature. I'm letting you express your artistic nature by being, over sexualized on your videos. I have never said anything about it though. But I'm sure you know what you do to draw in your audience. I never said anything about it. But I come and I hear, your platform digs and jabs about being a cat woman, my age, grasshopper. Please Pray to the Most High Yah, you make it down this road. Pray to the Most High Yah, you make it down this road so that your spirit, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, this is not just to her. It's to you all, you men too, who always have something to say about a woman's age. And guess what, y'all? It's my birthday! Oh my God! It's 12 o'clock. I was about to say tomorrow's my birthday. Oh my God! It's my birthday! Side note, pray to the Most High Yah, you make it to my age. For your spirit has come down here to learn. And what will it learn if you got knocked off, took out of this realm at the age of 1, 2, 20? Not much. Your spirit is an ever living soul. It will continue to go. Energy never dies. We just multiply. So you came down here wasting time in this learning field and had the nerve to talk noise about a sister who has been pushing through the valley of the shadow of death. How dare you? How dare you? But anyway, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to me. Yes, indeed. Just realized that. Just had a side note again. Side note, a doggone again. Thank you, Yahushua. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, the one and only God. Yeah, that sits on high and looks low. Thank you. See, I'm still here. Sister, you better get like me. You see, I'm still here, brothers. You better get like me. How dare you waste your opportunity to be here in this learning field for your spirit to gather information? And you talking about someone's spirit who's probably, my spirit's probably older than your spirit anyway, because your spirit is so naive to talk down about an immortal. Yeah, because I'm being immortal. I'm just wearing this fleshly skin right now. How dare you? Know what you learn. I don't know what you learning, but we gonna learn something today. There's a difference between trying to control one's platform, one's persons, one's friends, one's friend group, than being an advocate for said friend groups.
Advocacy to me means standing up for things even though it may not seem right to other people. There's so many ways that girls can advocate for themselves, speak up for themselves, but they're being shut down and saying that because you're a female, because of your age, because of your race, and especially because of your gender, you can't do that. And that's not right. And it's important that girls around here actually understand that it's okay to feel sad, to feel upset, but you have to show it. It's not okay to bottle them up. And that's what advocacy means to me. Standing up for yourself, even though it may seem wrong, it may seem right to you, and that's what's important.
Okay?
Advocacy to
But
me.
let's not be the devil's advocate, okay? You just stirring up the pot. It don't really have nothing to add to the conversation. Don't really have nothing to add to the movement, because this is definitely a movement to preserve the dignity of our nation and to bring forth more of the Black women that have been degraded across these internet streets. Go ahead and hit thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. It's my birthday, y'all. At least I can get a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. It is an honor to be an advocate for Black women. Let me say that one more again for the people in the back. For the ones on, I ain't gonna do that. I try not to do that. Just for the people in the back can't hear. Okay? You can't hear. An advocate for Black women. Because it's so much, it's so easy to jump on the same boat, the same bandwagon to tear us down. Your godmother's in the building, baby. I'm here to give you all this wisdom. That's right. Boys and girls, men and women alike. I'm here to preserve the dignity, the honor of the Black woman. And if you feel any kind of way that shouldn't be done, then you most definitely are the problem. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm gonna come on tomorrow. It's today. What's today? No, today. Wait a minute. I might have jumped the gun. Hold on. Today. Oh shoot. Oh, I got happy, y'all. I take that back. Today's not my birthday. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's too late. It's too late, honey. Oh, God, I got happy. I seen 12 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, my God, it's my birthday. Child, look here, Ringo. You done hyped me up so much, my brother, with your birthday bash celebration. I'm ready to celebrate. That's Ringo TV Reaction. Y'all go check him out. Go look at the replay of his birthday celebration. Now I ain't say I'm doing big like that, my brothers and sisters. No, no, no. I ain't got no studio. I got my little studio, but I ain't got it like that. But you got me hyped, brother. I'm blaming on Ringo. I'm blaming on him in his studio and his birthday bash last night. Y'all missed it. If you missed it, go look at the replay. I'm so hyped for my birthday to come on around. That's June 4th. That's right. Y'all come on back through the building, man. I might go out to dinner. Y'all get, you know what? It might just be a dinner date. We might just go out to dinner for my birthday. You can join me. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on tonight and let you all know, even the females that come on who want to be pick-me's, I tell you, be a strong woman. You don't have to lower yourself, Black woman, to be seen by Black men. Be seen by kings. How about that? Be Esther. Stand in your glory, in your nature, in your melanin. Be Esther. Stand up. Stand righteous. And then be chosen by the king. And be the woman, the Black woman, Esther, Queen Esther, they called her, to lead and free your nation of Black, melanated Jews, boys and girls alike. Be Esther. Don't grovel. Don't hide in the corners, in the shadows, and definitely don't hide in the clouds. And be Jezebel, wanting power but having lack of. I'm out, y'all. I hope y'all had a good time with this message. Y'all forgive me. I don't blame it on Ringo. His birthday celebration. I blame it on Ringo. His birthday celebration had me hyped. I thought it was my doggone birthday today, y'all. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to rush it. That's right. I'm trying to rush it, honey. While y'all hating on 50, and 50 right around the corner for y'all. Y'all, I'm trying to rush my next day, my next level to the best level that I can be. All right, y'all. I'm out and much love.